Hello, friends. Today we are going to discuss a very important geopolitical development. For the past few days, the defense deal between Saudi Arabia and Pakistan has been in the headlines. This deal has become even more controversial because Pakistan has stated that if needed, it can share its nuclear program with Saudi Arabia. After the statement, the entire Middle East has been stirred, and India too has come out with a strong message. Let's first understand the background. On September 17th, Saudi Arabia and Pakistan signed a strategic mutual defense agreement. It has two main points. First, if one country is attacked, it will be considered an attack on both countries, somewhat like NATO's security pact. Second, and most importantly, Pakistan's defense minister, Khawaja Muhammad Asif, publicly said that Pakistan could provide Saudi Arabia with nuclear protection. Now, the question is, how serious is this? The fact is, Saudi Arabia itself is not a nuclear weapon state. It has signed the NPT, the Nuclear Non Proliferation Treaty. Under this treaty, non nuclear states like Saudi Arabia are not allowed to receive any kind of nuclear weapons. On the other hand, Pakistan, like India, is not part of the NPT. Therefore, if there is any actual transfer of nuclear weapons, it would be considered a violation of international law and could invite heavy sanctions. But there are several possible interpretations here. First, Pakistan might only be talking about offering a kind of nuclear umbrella security, meaning, in case of an attack on Saudi Arabia, the world would know that Pakistan stands behind it and has nuclear weapons. Second, there could be operational cooperation between the two countries, such as joint planning or relocation of certain assets. Third, Pakistan might deploy its missile systems or aircraft on Saudi soil. And fourth, and the most dangerous scenario, Pakistan could actually hand over nuclear weapons to Saudi Arabia. Now the question arises, who will be most affected? Israel and Iran will be the most concerned. Israel could view this as a direct threat against itself. Meanwhile, Iran, already working on nuclear and missile programs, might accelerate its efforts even more. Besides, other Gulf countries like the UAE, Qatar, and Bahrain might also try to secure nuclear protection. Why is this important for India? India's Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson, Randir Jaiswal, has said that India expects Saudi Arabia, while deepening its ties with Pakistan, to also consider the long standing strategic relationship between India and Saudi Arabia. This is an indirect message that India will not tolerate any arrangement aimed at targeting it. India and Saudi Arabia's ties have grown much stronger in recent years. In terms of energy security, Saudi Arabia is India's second largest supplier. In addition, the two countries have conducted joint military exercises and have cooperated on stability in Afghanistan, Yemen, and the Gulf region. So, what will India's strategy be? First, strengthen ties with Saudi Arabia through diplomatic channels. Second, review defense preparedness along the Pakistan border. Third, enhance intelligence cooperation with Gulf partners. And fourth, maintain a balanced relationship with Saudi Arabia while keeping energy and trade ties in mind. Finally, should India be worried? Not directly, because the real reason behind this deal is economic. Pakistan is struggling with an economic crisis and needs funding from Saudi Arabia, while Saudi Arabia wants a security guarantee. So, this is essentially a win win arrangement for both countries. However, India must remain alert and ensure that its own interests are not harmed in this entire equation. That was our detailed discussion today on the Pakistan Saudi Defense Pact and its regional as well as Indian implications. If you like this analysis, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.